Will 2022 will be your most successful year as an investor? To take a look ahead, we are pleased to welcome legendary investor, best-selling author, and also the co-founder of the Quantum Fund, Mr. Jim Rogers. Well, Happy New Year, Mr. Rogers.
I'm delighted to be here. I am certainly a fan of TBS, and I am a fan of Korea.
Well, we are entering the third year of COVID-19, and we'd like to know your prospect of the new year and how you see the stock markets.
You know, we've had the most extended bull market in American history ever. I suspect we're going to have strength, but when we see weakness, the central banks around the world are going to print more money, then we will have another rally. But I imagine that will be the last rally, and by next year, the bull market will be over.
What are the factors that you are watching closely, and what would be the major threats to global economy?
Epidemic is a big threat, but I hope or don't expect more epidemic this year. The big threat is rising interest rates and rising inflation, and we're going to have more inflation. Later, we're going to have rising interest rates, and that will be the end of the bull market.
Right. Well, you, in fact, have warned the bear market in the worst bear market in your lifetime. What would trigger this, and would it happen anytime soon?
2008 and 2009, we had a big market problem because of too much debt. Since 2009, the debt everywhere has skyrocketed. Even China has a lot of debt now. So the next bear market has to be the worst in my lifetime because the debt is so much higher. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just talking reality.
Right now, number one economic concern is inflation. So how can we hedge the inflation?
Inflation means rising prices. And so if you own the things that go up in price, then you will probably protect yourself and you will make a lot of money. I own commodities because if there's inflation, prices of wheat and copper and real goods are going to go higher. And so I hope I protect myself and make money.
Is there any specific sector that you are closely following, or you think that people should invest?
Well, I own some silver. Ms. Choi, silver is down 60% from its all-time high. That's not a bubble. You know, sugar is down 60% from its all-time high. I own things that are down a lot. I mean, Samsung goes up all the time. Apple goes up nearly every day. Some stocks are starting to form bubbles. As I look around the world, the cheapest assets are commodities.
Well, you just mentioned that you have a Korean stock. May I ask which one?
Transportation has been hurt. Tourism has been hurt by the epidemic. There are a couple of things that I do own. But Ms. Choi, I've learned that if I mention stocks, people buy them even if they don't know anything about them. And that is not good.
Well, many young investors are now turning to cryptocurrency, and it's been a new gold for young investors. How do you view the investment in cryptocurrency?
I have never bought nor sold any cryptocurrency. I've done well. A lot of people have lost a huge amount of money in cryptocurrency. The problem I foresee is that if they become successful as currencies, which the optimists say they will, then the governments are going to say no. Certainly not the U.S. government is going to want to lose its control over the money.
What kind of advice would you give to millennials and the Gen Z who are becoming the new investors in the stock markets?
A lot of new people, and they're usually young people, they come rushing into the market. They think it's easy. They think it's fun. My advice to all of them is be very careful. Please do your research, find out how these things work, because there have been bear markets forever. We will have more bear markets, and be very careful. Do not listen to hot tips, because most people lose money in the investment world.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time.